Alright, so I just got to the Ron Paul Reilly Independence Hall, and as you can see, this place is entirely packed. So, see what we can see in a bit.
Money, the emperor has no clothes.
From the Independence Center all the way down.
Now, college students are not the only ones who are starting to ask questions about what exactly is happening in our country and all of the economic and social unrest. Many people of all ages are beginning to fundamentally rethink who they are as an individual and who we are.
Summer soldiers or sunshine patriots here today. Looks like there are a lot of true believers in the revolution, and that's what counts. Thank you very much for coming. It's been a very nice welcome. And obviously you have to be a true believer to come out and spend a little time in a little damp weather, but wonderful. This is a real opportunity to restate our convictions and our beliefs, because we are in a serious mess. We are going to do something about it. We're in the middle of a campaign that is going to prove a whole lot that our campaign not only is alive and well, but this country is going to be changed. This morning in the news I read that China was complaining about us getting too aggressive in the South China Sea, and they were warning us. Now, isn't that rather ironic? We borrow money from China, we run our military operation, we go over there and pester them with our military. What is this? How many countries are we in now? We're in about 150 countries, 900 bases. We just recently opened up a base in Australia. I don't know why we have to occupy Australia these days. So it's pretty ironic that we are doing this. As far as I'm concerned, putting troops and vessels and pestering the Chinese right now would be similar to allowing the Chinese to come into the Gulf of Mexico and Chesapeake Bay and declare that it's their territory. So it's about time we change our foreign policy, because it is such an important issue. It contributes to the war and the killing and the finances. So it is now time to bring the troops home. Our foreign policy is a schizophrenic foreign policy. It's on again, off again. We
red umbrella forward. Tap forward and pass it on to the red umbrella.
This has been going on
Thank you.
once or twice. At one time we were on the same side as Bin Laden, and things happened to change. One time we supported and we were on the side of Saddam Hussein when we wanted him to invade Iran. So we at one time were close allies of Noriega. We now are still allies with a country called Saudi Arabia. 15 out of the 19 hijackers came from Saudi Arabia, and they practice Sharia law. I would say that we ought to look more carefully what the founders told us and taught us and encouraged us to follow. Is a non-interventionist foreign policy, free trade and friendship with other countries, and no entangling alliances and no nation building. It is obviously very crucial that the foreign policy changes because of the cost. In the last 10 years, we added $4 trillion to our national debt. we shouldn't be adding, even on our side of the aisle, the Republican side of the aisle has a proposal to so-called balance the budget in 30 years. My proposal is to cut $1 trillion the first year and balance it out. And of course, to do that, we have to change our attitude about what the role of government should be. And the role of government, according to the Constitution, is not to police the world, and it's not to have a welfare state. It's designed to have the national government have very limited powers to protect liberty and provide for strong national defense. And that's it. Today, we are facing a major crisis like we have never faced before. There's a debt crisis, there's an attack on our civil liberties, and there's an attack on our credibility around the world. What might likely happen, and what eventually probably will happen, is when we come down financially, and we have been seen as a bully around the world, there's going to be a lot of piling on. That is why it's crucial that we...
We need to address some of the social problems that we have here that undermine our liberties. There's one, once the government embarks on this notion that it has to take care of ourselves, and you can't take care of yourself, and the government wants to take care of you, nothing is